How many times have you heard the phrase, "I'm really bad with names"? This phrase is really important for us as outdoor instructors. Here's why. Hi, my name is Niall Stone and welcome to Instructor 101 for outdoor instructors that want to make an even bigger impact on those that they work with. In this video, I'm going to share with you why this phrase of being bad with names is so important to us as outdoor instructors. I'm going to talk about the value of learning people's names, as well as some strategies to help us remember people's names as well. But first, a quick story. So years and years ago now, I was on a 4-star training course for canoeing, and it was incredible. I absolutely loved it. It was in the Alps. I was surrounded by loads of good friends and obviously the course provider as well. And I learned so much from this course, not just about canoeing though, but also about the importance of names. After about 4 days of being on this course, I got the impression that the course provider just didn't know my name. Now I know some people could be watching just going, oh, what is this guy on about? It's just such a softie. But it actually did make a difference to my overall experience of that course. It made me feel like a less valued member of the course, and it also made me feel like I wasn't getting as much value out of the course itself. Now, I'm not ruling out that at the time the course provider might have actually known what my name was, but it wasn't obvious and it just didn't use it that much. And either way, that was how I was made to feel because of that, whether it is intentional or not. Now, generally as outdoor instructors, we all know that using names is generally a good thing. But why is the phrase, "I'm bad with names," so important? Well, the reason is that just by saying that out loud to your clients, that you're normalizing that, and it gives the expectation that you're not going to learn everyone's names. But also on top of that, you might not be willing to try and make the effort to do so anyway. Just like everything, you've got to be realistic with this, depending on how many people there are and names that you've got to learn, but also the time frame to do it. But if it is realistic, then there's no real reason why we shouldn't be trying to make the effort to do so. As we saw in that canoe training story that I mentioned earlier, it shows that you value the individuals that are in your group. Because obviously if we don't look after the individuals, we've got no groups to work with. But it shows that they're not just another face. It also shows that you actually care about them and you're willing to make the time and the effort to try and get to know people. But it also makes a big difference in terms of group management and getting people's attention. Have you ever had that thing where there's just like loads of people talking in the background, but as soon as someone mentions your name, you quickly tune into that conversation, even though that was just the same pitch and the same volume as everything else going on around you? As soon as you hear your name, your ears immediately perk up and you're like, someone's talking about me. Also, you know when you're at school and you're always told never to run down the corridors, but naturally everyone did anyway, or at least I did at my school. If a teacher caught you and saw you running down that corridor and shouted, "Oi, slow down, come over here," then normally like people just carry on running, try and ignore them, try and get away from that situation, which kind of makes sense. But if they called over to you saying, "Hey, Niall, come back here right now, stop, slow down, walk, stop running," naturally, my ears like tune into that more, and well, for other reasons as well, but I'm more likely to comply with that. And what I probably would do is probably walk around the corner and then hope that that teacher had forgotten about it so I didn't really get in trouble later on. But I was more likely to actually follow that instruction because they used my name. So now that you understand why we should use people's names, what strategies are there out there to help aid us in remembering people's names? Now I've got a few ideas on strategies to do this, but at the end of this video, I'm going to leave a link to another video from someone else who's like a memory championship mastermind person. I love that I can't actually remember their title. The irony of that is not wasted on me. Anyway, make sure to check that out. It kind of goes into a bit more depth about the strategies to help remember people's names, but here's some quick fire easy ones. Number 1. If you're a bit of a risk taker, you might like this one. Introduce yourself to the group as you would normally, but also mention that you're really good at remembering people's names. Immediately people will go, "What? Okay, cool, a little bit different," but it puts you in the spotlight and puts a lot of pressure on yourself, so therefore you have to make the effort to try and do it, and it becomes a bit of a game and a challenge too. Number 2, encourage the group to correct you if you make a mistake with their names. This way it doesn't get as awkward later on. I don't know, I think that some people just don't correct people because they feel like it's rude or impolite, but actually it's kind of like the right thing to do as long as it's done the right way. But if you encourage it, it kind of breaks down that barrier and it isn't awkward later on when you've been calling them one thing for 2 or 3 days where actually there's something completely different. Number 3, try to build up a more detailed picture of who they are. Now I've kind of touched on this on another video that I did about mountain leading, but give yourself a reason to help you remember them. If you build up a bit of a bigger picture of that person, so what they're interested in, then you start to associate them with that, and it's easier to build up a picture of that and help you remember things. Asking them for a fact about themselves, what their favourite dance move is, and if they can act it out. No, maybe we wouldn't do that for everyone. What their favourite sport is. All of this will help add up and build that bigger picture. Number 4, this one sounds obvious, but keep repeating their name. Now I understand that this might look weird from the client's perspective, and if you just mention it, then it kind of just rules it out. Like, they can see that you're trying to make the effort to do that. So if you explain that, then it will mean something to them, but it'll also be a bit of a laugh as well. But I guess that depends on your personality a bit. But by repeating their name over and over, it will help cement that name. Number 5, focus when they tell you their name. Now I don't know how true this is, but I do remember being told, you know when you do the classic introduction and you go around and try and learn everyone's names, and then on top of that, you go, okay, must not mess up saying my own name. Okay, hello, what's your name? And you go, oh, my name's Niall. Nice to meet you. That you're more focused on saying your own name than actually taking on board and listening to theirs. So really taking the time to focus and go, you know what, I am really gonna make the effort to learn everyone's names. I'm gonna really focus on that. It sounds really obvious, but I'm pretty sure that is a thing. So make sure just to check yourself, and if you're going up to meet people, just tell yourself, what is their name? What is their name? I'm gonna make the effort to learn what their name is. Anyway, those are my super basic strategies, but seriously, check out the other video that I've linked at the end of this one. There's loads of useful stuff and it goes into a lot more detail. That's my take on learning names, but it'd be great to hear your take as well. So what strategies do you use to help remember people's names? And what strategies do you use to help clients to remember other people's names within the same group? It would be great to hear about that. So please share your thoughts, your ideas, and drop them in the comments down below. If this video is useful, then please remember to like it, hit the thumbs up, share it with the outdoor instructors, and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss out on other free content for outdoor instructors from Instructor 101. Other than that, thank you so much for taking the time to watch and support this channel. Whether it's just leaving a thumbs up or leaving a comment, it makes the world of difference, the whole YouTube algorithm thing. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm amazed that people watch this sort of stuff and that are other people that are as interested in this stuff as me. But other than that, thank you so much again. And until next time, take care.